Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Murder with Music, which is based on a most interesting story taken from the pages of next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, the magazine distributed with all Hearst Sunday newspapers from coast to coast. "50 men sit on 50 gilded chairs. 49 of them divide their attention between the conductor and their music. The 50th man, Giovanni Agostino, rests his flute on his knees and ponders on the general inequality of man. If it were not for the orchestra, Giovanni meditates, Toroni, the director, would have no cause to wave his baton. The singers would have no stimulating accompaniment. The music lovers would have no music. From this highly logical conclusion, Giovanni Agostino turns his thoughts to a slightly higher plane, the stage, on which the secret passion of his heart, Madame Rosa Latour, stands with shapely hands pressed to her bosom, her eyes gazing raptly down at, alas and alas, the porcine face of the fat tenor. Pig, sneers Giovanni to himself. Someday the beautiful Rosa will gaze into his face that way, while he trills enchanting runs on his flute. Suddenly he is aroused from his reverie by the sharp whispering of his name.
Agostino!
It is Enrico Toroni, the director, catching his attention for his music cue. Sighing ruefully, Giovanni Agostino, the greatest of all flute players, raises his instrument to his lips and joins his brother musicians. At the conclusion of the performance, as the musicians are leaving the pit, Agostino is stopped by Heinrich Hellman, the bass horn player.
Mein Herr Conductor, of course you catnip me again, nicht wahr, Agostino? Such a smart fellow you are. I don't think.
Keep your tongue to yourself, Heinrich Hellman.
Warum? Did the cat get your tongue?
Santa Maria, you make as much noise as your bass horn. No soul. There is nothing of the artist in you. How could anyone expect you to understand the joy of meditation? Bah!
Noise? You say my bass horn makes noise?
See, you're but one step above the drama.
Is that so? Why, you weasel, you, I can get more volume out of my bass horn than you can get out of that tin whistle, you toot.
Volume? And what is volume but louder noise?
It takes a man to play a bass horn. That is a man-sized instrument. It has full, round, deep tones. Listen, I play.
Is that music? That groaning sound you make?
Who are you to talk? Can you produce such fine tone with that flute of yours?
No instrument has sweeter tones. Listen to this.
Spielen Sie, all right, play.
So, only one or two places can you hear anything to compare to that.
Jawohl, an a Steen Callio, und wer else?
Santa Maria! Of what use is there to talk with you, Heinrich Hellman? How could you realize that my flute produces clear, sweet tones like those that pour forth from the throats of birds?
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I recognize the sound of a bear.
See, you do, huh? This is more than I could hope for from you.
I remember when I was a little boy in the fatherland. My father bought me one day a tin canary bird which sang when you put water in it and blew through it. That is the beard your twin whistle reminds me of.
When Maestro Cerrone wishes to have an obligato for a solo, does he ask Heinrich Hellman to play it on his bass horn? I do not think so.
No orchestra is complete without a bass horn. It would sound like the choir of boys sopranos compared to a sing-a-pun.
Adding stuffing.
What?
Musical stuffing. That is all you can produce on that overgrown bugle of yours.
And why do you need me to play in the orchestra?
Who said you were needed?
I tell you, it is to fill out the thin trickle of sound made by your penny whistle, Agostino.
Fill out?
Yeah.
You mean drown out the real music of the true musician?
Drown?
I defy you to reproduce this on your bloated bazoo.
And I defy you to make a real note like this.
I would not play an instrument that is bigger than I am, one that is so big that I should be hidden from view of the audience like you are.
It takes a man to play the bass horn.
What good does that do when you can't see the man?
Save your wind for that tutor of yours, or maybe I give you a good punch in the nose.
I slip a knife in your rib if you so much as lay a hand on me, you butcher, you.
Butcher?
I know where you learned to blow that instrument. In a butcher shop. That's all you were, that's all you are, that's all you will ever be. A butcher. A butcher of real music.
Silenzio, cosa si tratta? Che cosa vedete qui? What is this? What is going on here?
Oh, excuse, please, Herr Conductor.
I'm so sorry, Maestro Sterone. I was defending my professional honor. I did not realize I was talking so loud.
The hall of the Opera House is no place for such discussions. You have your own green room. It is a good thing none of the managers heard you, or I should have had to give you your notices. Move along now, both of you. Andate via, subito. Andate. Cosa si tratta? Che guarda questi giovinelli. Such children.
Oh, maestro.
Ah, Madame Latour.
Oh, merci beaucoup, maestro, for the wonderful accompaniment you gave me tonight. It was inspiration.
Grazie tanti, Madame Latour. When you see, what you do to me, you carry me away to new heights. For the other singers, I just follow the notes of the score. But for you, I follow only the liquid notes from your throat and try to get from my musicians an accompaniment your glorious voice deserves.
Oh, you say the nicest things, maestro.
Only to the nicest of divas, Madame Latour.
Well, from now on, I shall refuse to have any other conductor in the pit when I sing.
To be known as Madame Latour's favorite maestro is the greatest achievement in my career.
How charming. Oh, tell me, maestro, what was the argument I heard out there in the hall a few moments ago?
Oh, that? Just two of my hot-headed musicians trying to impress each other. The bass horn player and the flute player.
The flute player,
Yes.
huh? The one with the pale face and the hair that stands out like this?
Si.
A most peculiar man, that flute player. Could you not give him more notes to play, maestro?
Oh, you like his work so much, huh? Is that it, Madame Latour?
No, I'm not aware of his playing at all.
Then why?
Because for some time now, he has been staring up at me whenever he has a rest in the score. His eyes never leave my face until his musical cue comes.
So you have noticed, too?
You knew about this?
Si. Every performance lately. Just tonight, too. I had to call to him to take up his part. But I did not think you were conscious of his gaze, Madame.
Why does he look at me so?
Madame must know the attraction her beautiful face and figure have for us all. And to that, her glorious voice. Who can blame a poor musician for falling under herself?
Oui, maestro. But his ardent gaze distracts me. So, if he continues, I shall have to report him to you.
Santa Maria, they are at it again. Excuse, Madame, please. I will settle their score.
Oh, the flute player.
Madame is perhaps wondering why I'm here in the dressing room.
I might as well be frank. I am.
Maestro Sterone has explained to me how I have displeased you with my glances during performance.
Oh.
I have come to apologize for my apparent rudeness.
That is not necessary.
And to explain my reasons.
Must you?
See, I must, since my glance has not convinced you already.
And what do you mean?
Madame, you see before you a victim of your captivating charm. For weeks, I have sat there in the pit and watched your every graceful gesture, each enchanting expression of your lovely face, thrilled to my very soul at each glorious note from your throat.
Signor.
Wait, hear me out. Madame, Rosa.
Oh.
Allow me to call you Rosa. It's like breathing a prayer to speak the name. Rosa, for weeks I have worshipped you from across the footlights.
Stop.
You have become the center of my life, the reason for my further existence. Awake, my thoughts have been of you. Asleep, my dreams have been of you.
Stop, you must be mad.
I am mad. I am mad about you, Rosa.
Oh.
You call to my artistic senses, and they respond to you. For you, I would play my sweetest music. For you, I would do anything. I love you.
How dare you?
There. I told you. I had to tell you. I love you, Rosa, as no man ever loved a woman. Let me accompany you through life as my flute accompanies your divine voice through a golden aria.
Ah, Signor, you presume on my kindness. If I had dreamed you were going to say such things, I should never have let you come into my room. Go at once.
Rosa.
How dare you call me by that name? I am Madame Latour. I must ask you to remember that. And I warn you, if you ever dare to bother me again in this manner, I shall report you to Maestro Cerrone and ask him to dismiss you. Now, go.
Madame is very cruel. She will regret her words.
Excellency.
You here, Heinrich Hellman?
Yeah, Agostino.
Eavesdropping. I suppose you've been here for quite some time, eh?
Long enough to hear Diva Latour tell you where to get off. Your ears must be burned off already.
I wish you were.
I enjoyed hearing you get bawled out, Agostino. But when you have to play that applicado for Diva Latour's aria tomorrow night, I'm going to enjoy that more. I can hardly wait to see you meekly following her voice. The voice that blistered your ears just now.
That's it.
What are you saying?
That's the very thing.
What's the very thing?
You will see, Heinrich Hellman. You will see. Tomorrow night.
There is a splendid house tonight, Signor.
Yes, Maestro. An audience worthy of the great performance they will see.
If Agostino plays that obligato for Madame Latour the way he has rehearsed it, the critics will be asking for his name. It will be in all the papers.
I'll stake my life on that, Maestro.
It is time to begin.
The performance proceeds without a single mishap. The singers are in excellent voice. The musicians are playing with feeling. Finally, the time arrives for Madame Latour's aria, which Agostino is to accompany on his flute.
Agostino, you are on fire. Get out of the quick. Get out, but
You won't fire me. I'll fire you.
Hello, Madame Rosa Latour. This is for your house. If you have anything in your breast but a voice. You, Mr. Agostino. What Satan?
Heinrich Hellman, it won't do you any good to hide behind that fat horn. You are a butcher of music, and for that you shall die.
Oh, don't shoot, Agostino. Don't.
I've had my revenge, and now for its exit from the theater and from this world.
Be sure to read the interesting details of tragedy in the world of music when it appears in next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, the magazine distributed with all Hearst Sunday newspapers from coast to coast. The story will appear under the title, The Flute Player's Revenge. This is Wentworth announcing, and turning the microphone over to your own announcer.
31st, 1930. Zooming over the heads of the crowd gathered to watch the aerial